Hello, you beautiful beings. Today we want to really encourage you to allow yourself to reinvent yourself, maybe, is a simple way of saying it. We've been putting a lot of emphasis on the benefit of not identifying with your circumstances or your situation, and furthermore, not identifying even as your specific, distinct human experience in this lifetime. Today we want to take that invitation even further and invite you to really choose at this time in your lives to shift into soulful living. As a person ascends, there is an expansion of the conscious experience of union within all facets of that being. As a planet ascends, there is also an expansion of the conscious experience of union within all life of the planetary field. Each of you are ascending. As a wholeness within this galaxy, as a planetary field, you are generating a momentum of peace. Peace is created through harmonious vibrational expression. Think about that for a moment. Harmonious vibrational expression. Think about an incredible symphony, a beautiful piece of music that you've heard. Think about the harmonious vibrational expression that you experience in the unfolding of a symphony. What do you notice? It's like a dance, isn't it? There's silence. There's sound. There's times when there's a lot more sound. There's times when there's a lot less sound. Sometimes certain instruments take the lead. Sometimes other instruments take the lead. Sometimes there is seeming mistakes. Yes, it's true. It's less obvious sometimes, but it's true. When you are thinking about that, realize harmonious vibrational expression is not same vibrational expression. Even though some aspects of the symphony will repeat certain themes, it's all different. It's all occurring in a different time-space location. There are different nuances to it. Peace is harmonious vibrational expression, not same valuable expression, harmonious. For peace to occur individually and as a planetary field requires releasing that which distorts the experience of pure expression. Each of you must come into a harmony first of all, with all that you are. You do this by feeling. There are too many aspects to the fullness of your being for you to consciously know about all of them and intellectually use your mind to attempt to harmonize. This is a feeling experience. You do this by coming into greater spiritual alignment and coming into spiritual alignment more often. You know when you're in spiritual alignment by the elevation of your frequency, and the elevation of your frequency is demonstrated by the emotional state of your being. The more you come into harmony with all that you are, and you know this by the more you feel good, really, really good, the more you reinstate the divine flow within you. The more you let the soul flow into your awareness, and through direct action and states of being, that energy flows into the world, into the planetary field. The planet is ascending, merging, and harmonizing all energies within the planetary field. That also means, includes you. The planetary field is assisting your ascension individually. The planet's ascension is drawing you further into your own ascended experience and supporting that in profoundly eloquent and knowing ways. The more you intentionally take time to merge with the planetary field in an ascend state and your own field, the more you further your own spiritual alignment, the more you can assist the planet by joining in a state of unity. As you take full responsibility for your own energy and create more unity within your own wholeness, you create more influence and momentum within the planetary wholeness, and you experience more locations in time-space in which you are in unity with the planetary field. This means that when you keep up or even at times move beyond the planetary field's dominant state, you are accelerating collective ascension. In a sense, you're lightening the load. You're bringing things in your own field into harmony, the things you can bring into your harmony, which is singularly your own presence. That's all you can do, is bring your own presence into harmony, but that's enough. We want you to realize that's enough and that you're enough. You're enough already. Just allow yourself to drop what isn't you and discover how being who you already are is really enough, if you don't know this already. When you do this, when you bring yourself into a state of unified harmony, you also, in a sense, set an energetic example because you become radiant and thriving. To be in an integrated, harmonious unity with yourself and the planet is to thrive. You are already enough to do this. You don't need anything. It's a matter of knowing you are enough and believing that, choosing to believe that and drop everything that is argumentative with that, refusing to engage with it, and instead embracing your sense of value and inherent worth, and opening up to receive the fulfillment of that. When you realize you are enough, you stop doing things to make yourself more lovable. All of those activities create resistance, and that resistance, which all of you carry to one degree or another, begins to lift and the light flows forth, reinstating a fuller spectrum of the divine flow of your soul into your experience. Self-love is the key. Although many say love is the key, for practical purposes what really helps you, is to realize self-love is the key. Self-love liberates love for all life. Self-love happens within you. In truth, you are never capable of loving others more than yourself. If you are one of those people who actually thinks, "Gosh, I'm so kind to other people but I find it so hard to be kind to me," today we want to say, pardon, but you are kidding yourself. If you think you're kind to others but find it hard to be kind to you, you are kidding yourself. First, because most obviously all the others are you, so in being unkind to you, you are actually being unkind to all that is. Less obvious is that you truly cannot be more loving to part of you than you are to all of you. Typically motivating your drive when you feel you are being kind and loving to others but not to you, is a wish to be liked and to please others. With all due respect, friends, that is not love. Kindness is always beneficial, but when there is an undercurrent of manipulation or transactional control, when you want to a response, or worse yet, when you feel you need a certain kind of receipt to your behavior, you cannot call that love. Love is unconditional appreciation. That is the clearest, easiest way to detangle yourself from all that is said about love and see it clearly. Love is unconditional appreciation, and that love is natural. It is natural to enjoy the full spectrum of life, and you have only learned to not enjoy this through different kinds of criteria in your world about what's good and what's right and what you should and shouldn't like. At a soul level, you continue, unceasingly, to unconditionally appreciate all of life and all forms of focus. So then, you might wonder, how might I liberate myself and participate in the great planetary collective wholeness as an empowered ally? Love yourself more. Love yourself more. A lot of the ways that many of you need to love yourself more has to do with how you take care of yourself and the choices you make in your life, and whether or not they're in alignment with what you really want. Can you give yourself permission to stop doing the things you don't want and to stop feeling a need to please other people or to try and get them to like you because you've done things the way you think they want you to? Love yourself more and stop making excuses. Just do it. Take better care of yourself. Learn how to take care of you. Stop making excuses saying you don't know how to take care of yourself. If you don't know how to take care of yourself, learn how. Stop making excuses, that you've always been like this, and your family's like this and everyone expects this of you. Make changes. Stop making excuses saying the people you live with won't like it if you change. We know that this is hard, but be brave and be true to who you truly want to be, and love yourself more, and wait and see what happens. We are being very direct here today because many of you are still holding back from being who you want and know yourself to be in your emerging vision of your ideal expression as beings. You have a sense, quiet clearly. It may not be fully detailed, but there is an impression within all of you of what you wish you were living and being. Because it's not exactly or even very much like what you're living now, it seems far away and complicated to get there. This thinking does not help you one bit, so please drop that. Drop that. Choose to use your mind in a beneficial way and drop these limiting ideas that you cannot get there from here because it seems far away. Nothing is further from the truth. The idea that because you are not yet something you cannot become it, is a very disempowering way of thinking. Although it may be a familiar way of thinking, you can choose to stop thinking it and start thinking things that serve you more. You are divine beings of light. You are immense and amazing creatures in embodiment. You are aware and tuned into the leading edge of energy unfolding on your planet. You have all the keys to your kingdom. This kingdom, your kingdom, is migrating into a new way of being and creating a new, broader spectrum emanation within your galaxy. This kingdom is becoming a beacon of light and a radiant, thriving wholeness. You are part of this and there is no stopping this momentum of love. This is where things are going. Don't feel a need to hide the parts of you that are aligned with this because you're afraid of what other people will think. Don't wait to embrace your inner knowing and live the life that calls out to you. Move into it and let the things that no longer speak to you fall away because that's the momentum of where things are headed anyway. To resist this dilutes your ability to connect with all that you are and deprives you of the fulfillment of your soul. Let the old life go with love, with appreciation, and move into the new world that calls to you. It's here, it's available, and it's what you came here for. You are strong enough to do this and we are here to support you. I am Archangel Michael.